Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we'll be discussing ethical game development, building integrity into your video game studio. Best practices for sustaining ethics and excellence in the competitive gaming industry. In the quest of running a successful video game company, it's easy to lose sight of one's moral compass amid the dragons of profit margins and the goblins of market pressures. However, maintaining a business with a conscience isn't just about keeping your soul intact. It's about building a brand that stands the test of time and leaves a legacy of positive impact. This comprehensive guide dives into the best practices for running a video game company where ethics and earnings happily coexist. Level 1. Laying the foundation of integrity. Before you can save the princess of profitability, you must first navigate the dungeons of ethical foundations. Setting up a business that balances moral integrity with financial success starts from the ground up. Define your core values. Start by defining the core values that your company will hold dear. These aren't just pretty words to slap on a website. They are the guiding stars that will inform every decision, from game design to partnership choices. Values like transparency, respect, and innovation can help forge a path through the murky woods of industry competition. Develop a code of ethics. A robust code of ethics serves as your company's rulebook in times of moral quandary. It should cover everything from employee relations and hiring practices to user data handling and conflict resolution. Ensure that every team member, from interns to executives, understands and commits to this code. Level 2. Practicing what you preach. With your ethical blueprint in hand, it's time to walk the talk. Implementing your core values into daily operations is like leveling up your company's character stats. It strengthens every aspect of your business. Transparent operations. Operate with a transparency that would make even the most secretive spy agencies blush. Whether it's about how you source your materials, your pricing strategy, or how you handle user data, clear communication builds trust both internally and externally. Fair play employment practices. Treat your team like the champions they are. This means fair wages, equitable hiring practices, and fostering a workplace culture that celebrates diversity and inclusivity. Remember, a happy team is like a well-fed Tamagotchi. Take good care of it, and it will thrive. Sustainable development. In game development, sustainability doesn't just refer to green practices, though those are important too, but also to creating games that are ethically produced. This includes considering the impact of your games on players, such as avoiding exploitive mechanics and ensuring content is culturally sensitive and inclusive. Level 3. Engaging with the community. Your community, from loyal gamers to skeptical critics, is an integral part of your ethical ecosystem. Engaging with them isn't just about boosting sales, it's about building lasting relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Active listening. Set up channels for feedback and really listen to what your community has to say. Whether it's praise for a game's feature or criticism of a character design, every piece of feedback is valuable. Active listening can also help in crisis management, turning potential disasters into opportunities for growth. Community involvement. Get involved in the gaming community beyond just selling games. Participate in or sponsor events like gaming conventions, educational programs, and charity streams. These activities not only increase your brand's presence, but also contribute positively to the ecosystem. Responsible marketing. Market your games responsibly. Avoid overselling or misrepresenting your games just to hike up sales. Honest marketing campaigns that respect the intelligence and diversity of your audience can build long-term loyalty and prevent backlash. Level 4, staying true to your quest. The quest for maintaining an ethical business is ongoing. The video game industry is continually evolving, and keeping your company's integrity intact amidst these changes requires vigilance and adaptability. Regular audits and adjustments. Regularly audit your business practices to ensure they align with your core values and code of ethics. Be open to making adjustments as your company grows and as the industry landscape changes. Continuous learning and improvement. The path of ethical business is not a linear one. It requires continuous learning and improvement. Stay informed about best practices and corporate responsibility, attend workshops, and engage with other business leaders committed to ethical practices. And lead by example. As a leader, your actions set the tone for the entire company. Strive to embody the values and ethics you promote. Leading by example can inspire your team, attract like-minded partners, and reassure your community that your company is committed to doing good. Level 5, embracing global ethical standards. In an industry that's as globally interconnected as video game development, understanding and adhering to international ethical standards can amplify your credibility and expand your market reach. Global compliance. Understand regional regulations. Different regions come with different sets of rules, especially concerning digital content, privacy, and online interactions. Stay informed and compliant not only enhances trust, but also prevents costly legal issues. Adopt universal design principles. Embrace design that is accessible to all users, including those with disabilities. This not only broadens your audience, but also aligns with global ethical standards of inclusivity and accessibility. Cultural sensitivity. Respect cultural differences. When designing games that tap into diverse cultures, thorough research and respect for those cultures should guide your narratives and character designs. This prevents stereotypes and cultural insensitivities that can alienate players and attract negative publicity. Engage cultural consultants. To ensure authenticity and sensitivity, work with consultants from respective cultures to review content. This practice not only enhances the game's appeal, but also builds respect and trust among diverse player bases. Level 6, sustainable and ethical sourcing. As a game studio, your responsibility extends to how and where you source your hardware, software, and even the swag you might distribute. Ethical sourcing is key to maintaining a clean conscience in a competitive industry. Environmentally friendly practices. Go green with hardware. Opt for hardware from suppliers who are committed to environmental responsibility. This can include everything from energy-efficient computers to sustainably produced merchandise. Digital distribution. Emphasize digital downloads, which reduce the carbon footprint associated with physical production and distribution. This not only caters to a growing eco-conscious consumer base, but also cuts down on manufacturing costs. Fair trade and labor practices. Vendor vetting. Ensure that your suppliers and partners adhere to fair labor practices. This includes avoiding suppliers known for exploitative practices such as child labor or unfair wages. Transparency in supply chains. Communicate your ethical sourcing standards clearly to your suppliers and hold them accountable. Transparency in these processes reassures your consumers about the products they purchase. Level 7. Cultivating long-term ethical growth. Sustaining an ethical business model in the video game industry requires ongoing effort and adaptability. As technology and market dynamics evolve, so must your approaches to ethics and integrity. Continuous education and training. Keep your team updated with regular training sessions on ethical practices and compliance. This keeps everyone aligned and informed, reducing the risk of inadvertent ethical breaches. Encourage participation in ethics workshops and seminars. This not only educates, but also motivates your team by showing your investment in ethical practices. Fostering an ethical culture. Make ethics a core part of your corporate identity. This can involve everything from internal newsletters highlighting ethical issues to rewarding teams and individuals who go above and beyond in their commitment to ethical practices. Create an ethics committee within your studio to oversee ethical issues, develop new policies, and serve as a point of consultation for ethical dilemmas. Final thoughts. Running a business with a conscience in the video game industry is not just about avoiding pitfalls and negative press. It's about actively pursuing practices that enhance your studio's reputation, foster long-term player loyalty, and contribute positively in the global community. By understanding and implementing global standards, embracing sustainable sourcing, learning from successful case studies, and cultivating an ongoing ethical culture, your studio can achieve not only commercial success, but also become a beacon of integrity in the gaming world. As the industry continues to grow and evolve, let your commitment to ethical practices be the hallmark that distinguishes your brand and builds a legacy of positive impact. All right, and that's this week's episode of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for listening, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Oh, hi. Man, the episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. Be sure to check out more episodes in the playlist and new episodes every week on Monday. Follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave a review. Thanks again for being awesome.